Donald J. Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens, New York to parents Fred and Mary Trump. He has 3 older siblings and 1 younger brother. Trump attended the New York Military Academy and the Wharton School of Finance and Commerce at the University of Pennsylvania. Following his father's footsteps, Trump began a notable career as a real estate developer and businessman. He has written more than 14 books. His first book, The Art of the Deal, was published in 1987. From 2004 to 2015, Trump hosted and produced the popular television show, The Apprentice. Trump announced his candidacy on June 16, 2015. He accepted the Republican nomination in July of 2016. On November 8, 2016, Trump was elected president. He was inaugurated as the 45th President of the United States on January 20, 2017. The work of the Trump administration included reforming the U.S. tax code, renegotiating trade agreements with Mexico, Canada, China, Japan, and South Korea, expanding the military, defeating the self-proclaimed Islamic State, ISIS, responding to the opioid crisis, improving access to health care for veterans, responding to the COVID-19 global pandemic, appointing federal judges, including the nomination of 3 U.S. Supreme Court justices, and lowering the cost of prescription drugs. In 2019, President Trump was impeached by the U.S. House of Representatives for abuse of power by soliciting the interference of Ukraine in the 2020 U.S. presidential election and obstruction of Congress by directing defiance of certain subpoenas issued by the House of Representatives. A trial in the U.S. Senate found the president not guilty of the charges brought against him. In 2021, President Trump was impeached by the U.S. House of Representatives for having incited an insurrection against the government of the United States. A trial in the U.S. Senate found the president not guilty of the charges brought against him. President Trump has been married to his wife, Melania, since 2005. Together, they have 1 son, Barron. Trump also has 4 adult children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and Tiffany. He has 10 grandchildren. When did Donald Trump go into politics? From the 1980s, Donald Trump periodically mused in public about running for president, but those moments were widely dismissed in the press as publicity stunts. In 1999, he established a presidential exploratory committee. Though he ultimately declined to run in 2000, he co-authored a book that year, The America We Deserve, in which he set forth his socially liberal and economically conservative political views. In June 2015, Trump announced that he would be a candidate in the U.S. presidential election of 2016, and after winning the general election in November, he took office on January 20, 2017. When was Donald Trump elected? Donald Trump won the general election for the U.S. presidency on November 8, 2016. How many electoral votes did Donald Trump get? In the 2016 U.S. presidential election, Donald Trump won the Electoral College by 304 votes to 227. In the 2020 presidential election, Trump lost by 306 electoral votes to 232. How old was Donald Trump when he was inaugurated? Donald Trump was 70 years old when he was inaugurated as president. When did Donald Trump declare his candidacy? Donald Trump announced that he would be a candidate in the 2016 presidential election campaign on June 14, 2015, at Trump Tower in New York City. Where is Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort? Mar-a-Lago is located in Palm Beach, Florida. Trump purchased the 118-room mansion on the site in the 1980s. He floated a plan to his creditors to convert the estate into a luxury housing development consisting of several smaller mansions. But local opposition led him instead to turn it into a private club, which was opened in 1995. What did Donald Trump study? Donald Trump majored in economics at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School, where he graduated with a bachelor's degree in 1968. Did you know? In 1999, Trump switched his voter registration from Republican to the Reform Party and established a presidential exploratory committee. He ultimately declined to run for president in 2000, however, and he later rejoined the Republican Party. Trump has said that he decided to abstain from drinking alcohol after seeing its effects on his older brother Freddie, whose alcoholism led to his early death at the age of 43. In 1989, Trump teamed with the Milton Bradley Company to release a board game called Trump, the Game, which shared some similarities with the popular real estate board game Monopoly. The Trump-branded game saw disappointing sales and was soon retired, though it was re-released 15 years later after Trump had found increased fame as the star of the reality television show, The Apprentice. When the U.S. economy fell into recession in 1990, many of Trump's businesses suffered, and he was forced to surrender his airline, sell his 282-foot yacht, and take out second or third mortgages on nearly all of his properties. During this period, estimates of Trump's net worth ranged from $1.7 billion to minus $900 million. Donald Trump served as the 45th President of the United States, 2017-21. He was the third president in U.S. history to be impeached by the U.S. House of Representatives, and the only president to be impeached twice. Once in 2019, he was acquitted by the U.S. Senate in 2020, and once in 2021. In the presidential election of 2020, Trump was defeated by his Democratic opponent, former Vice President Joe Biden, by 306 electoral votes to 232. Prior to his 2016 run for the presidency, Trump had gained notoriety as a real estate developer and businessman who owned, managed, or licensed his name to hotels, casinos, golf courses, resorts, and residential properties in New York City and around the world. From 2004 to 2015, he starred in a reality television series, The Apprentice, which popularized the phrase, "You're fired," and featured contestants competing in various challenges. To become one of his employees,